What's up, everybody? It's Mr. Second Passport. Today I'm going to cover why I decided to close my hotel of almost 8 years here on the outskirts of Quito, Ecuador. Right? As you can imagine, it was doing pretty good until COVID hit. And you can see pictures here of the property behind me. Beautiful place. Very expansive, 10 hectares, 22 acres here. And just a great climate, an indoor pool. And it was fun. It was the most fun part of it was obviously meeting new, interesting people every day. It was you're kind of getting the benefits of travel without actually having to do the crappy part of traveling, which is actually like the planes and stuff. So let's take a look. I mean, obviously, the main reason I decided to close the hotel here in Quito was because of COVID, right? COVID just kind of a big part of my business was international travelers, and it just kind of killed everything. Will it come back? Yes, but I'm in the camp of I don't think it'll just bounce right back to 2019 levels. I think it's going to take a while. Being wealthy is, it's a mix of both time and money. You could have all the money in the world, but if you don't have time, it means nothing. And same, you could have all the time in the world. If you don't have any cash, you don't have any money, it also means kind of nothing. So, I mean, you have to find a nice balance. And one thing that this business did occupy, is one of my main primary income streams, was it occupied a lot of my time that I'm going to be freeing up by closing this so I can focus on doing some other things that I've been wanting to do these last couple of years that I have not been able to do. One of which is obviously this YouTube channel, which you see I'm finally getting moving. And but another thing is, I'm kind of thinking about the future. I'm not going to leave the hospitality industry completely, but I do think like the investor, Kathy Wood from ARK Invest recently stated on a CNBC video that over half, I forget the exact numbers she said, but over half of the S&P 500 companies are in danger of being innovated and be innovated against and becoming extinct. Now, I agree with that statement, and I think you always should be looking to innovate even in your small business, and look honestly at yourself, are your days numbered because of this new trend coming up? And for me, when it comes to hotels, I do think the vast majority of hotels' days are numbered because of these new innovative technologies like Airbnb coming up. I really think that this is the future. Why would you rent a little stuffy hotel room that's probably had 50 people in it over the last week when you can get a nice condo with almost all the same amenities in a building with a pool, often like this place here, for $12 a night in one of the top areas in Quito, for instance, like here in the north center of Quito, near the Parque Carolina, where there's very few inexpensive hotels, but you could get a really top-notch Airbnb with your own kitchen, more privacy. You still have the door guard if you need something, and the owner on call if something goes wrong. So I mean, with all these amenities and it's a fraction of the price of a hotel room, why would you even go to a hotel? And especially in post-COVID times, I'm thinking a lot of people are going to be kind of want to get away from the crowds and get away from the elevators of big, busy hotels. And instead opt for the privacy of an Airbnb. So I do think that this is a future. So, a lot of what I plan on doing as far as hospitality goes in the future, as far as generating a passive income, will have to do with promoting on sites like Airbnb, where one doesn't have to be physically present. In fact, it's actually, most people prefer that if the owner is not nearby and around and bugging you all the time and kind of looking over your shoulder. So, I'm looking for a more hands-off hospitality approach than I had previously with the small 12-room hotel I had here in Quito. That's it. I'm Mr. Second Passport. If you'd like to subscribe, make sure you do so below. And stay tuned to this channel to find out what I'm doing and what you can do for passive income while living abroad. Take care.